I'm not leaving yet. Not for a few more months, but it's already decided. I'm going to leave everything behind. Everything that's been holding me down. And ride my bike across America. I don't really know what I'm chasing. Maybe peace, maybe freedom, maybe just a break from all the noise. I've been stuck for a while. Same streets, same routine. And one day I just realized, if I don't go now, I never will. So this is me, making that decision public. I'm not on the road yet, but the journey already started. So that's it, guys. So starting in May of 2026, May 1st to be exact, I will be leaving the comforts of domestic lifestyle, normal lifestyle, to live on the road with my bicycle and all my gear. Camping 6 days a week, 1 day a week getting a hotel room. My trip will start in Cincinnati, Ohio, and from there I will be doing the Ohio to Erie Trail. If you guys are familiar with the Ohio to Erie Trail, it starts from Cincinnati and it goes all the way north to Cleveland, Ohio. It's about 360 miles. And then from Cleveland, Ohio, I will be going to Michigan. I do have a buddy who I did serve in the Marine Corps with. He, just wants to hang out for a couple of days. Plus, I've never been to Michigan, so I'm gonna go to Michigan for about a couple of weeks and hang out with him for a couple of days. But I also have another, guy that wants to hang out and ride with me up there as well. He's one of my followers on Facebook. So I'm like, yeah, man, I've never been to Michigan before. So from Cincinnati to Cleveland, then to Michigan. From Michigan, I will go back to Cleveland, Ohio after I done, visit my friends and stuff. And then from Cleveland, I will be going to Buffalo, New York to begin the Empire State Trail. And it goes all the way across the entire state, but it also goes north to south from the top of New York all the way to Manhattan, New York as well. And then from Manhattan, New York, I will cycle all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I will be taking the Gap Trail, which is the Great Allegheny Passage. I'll be taking that all the way to Cumberland, Maryland, and then from there it changes over to the C&O, which is like the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal Towpath. It's a national park, and it goes from Cumberland, Maryland, all the way to Washington, D.C. From Washington, D.C., I will be traveling all down the entire East Coast, all the way to the bottom of the Florida Keys. From the Florida Keys, I will go back up north and then hang west to the west side of Florida and then go all the way north past Orlando and then head back east to St. Augustine, Florida. From St. Augustine, Florida, I will go across the entire country to San Diego, California. This route is called the Southern Tier across America. It's probably the shortest tier that is across America. There's 3 different tiers. There's the Southern, the middle, which is the TransAmerica, and then there's the Northern Tier, which is probably the least trafficked route across America because it's more north, so you got to get that done pretty fast because of winter and stuff. From San Diego, I will go north to Oregon. By then, hopefully it'd be around springtime of 2027 maybe. And then from Oregon, I will do the middle tier or the TransAmerica, which is the middle tier across America. It starts from Oregon and goes all the way to Virginia. Middle tier across America, I will head back to Ohio, and then from there I will create an entire documentary about the entire trip. This trip should take roughly, I'd say a year, maybe a little bit longer, is my goal to take for the trip. I want to take as much time as possible just so I can at least enjoy the views and enjoy the overall traveling because it is fun. I've always thought to myself, what do I hope to find in this potential trip? And I did it last year. Last year I cycled from Ohio all the way down the East Coast, all the way to, I made it to New Orleans last year. Well, this year. I was done in February. And honestly, before I left, I just didn't really like people much. I didn't want to be around them. I didn't want to interact with them. I always thought most people sucked. And I thought I sucked. I still kind of think that. But my point is that when I started traveling, it was unreal how many amazing human beings I actually met on my travels. It was insane. Most people that I ran into were very decent human beings. Sometimes I would sit around on a park bench, for example, And my paranoia would automatically hit me in the face and thinking these people are just avoiding me because they think I'm a homeless bum. And then literally an hour later, some person would just come up to me and just give me free food because they thought I was homeless. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? People stop and pray for me for safe passage through anywhere I was going. It was just humbling to meet decent human beings. And the amount of times I ran into like unsavory people was pretty few. It was like maybe, if I can count on my hands, like maybe one or two shitbags. But most of the people were really nice. But I just want to show people what it's like to actually have some freedom and try to heal without, you know, going to a therapist and putting all these meds into your body, big pharma and stuff like that, which I'm totally against. I am a pothead. I will be the first to admit that. And I have severe mental health issues. I have PTSD. I've been diagnosed. I've been to Afghanistan 2 times and seen the horrors of war and also the horrors of abuse in the domestic lifestyle as a kid. So I've been through all this crazy shit, and my mind is always like battling against me, if that makes sense. So me, this is what I'm doing. This is what I feel like my purpose in life is to travel and show people that life can be better, but also show people that you can heal from the worst things possible. And I've been through a lot, and you should have seen me about 5 or 6 years ago when I was in my worst mental state ever. Let myself get morbidly obese and drinking all the time, ordering DoorDash every day, just being an overall just disgusting human being because I was disgusted with myself. It just took a long time for me to, I'm better than I was before, and then when I go on this trip next year, you'll see me progressively get better and better. The more people I meet, the more amazing places I get to see, the more humbled I get, it just gets better and better. So if that is something you guys are truly interested in, I encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel, check my journey out, even watch the older videos of when I first started traveling, and you guys can get a sense of how frustrated I was a lot of times last year when I was traveling. And you know, right now I'm just preparing for that again next year. So if you guys want to follow the journey, you know what I mean? And as I'm preparing to go on the actual journey, but next year is going to be so lit, guys. You guys are going to love it. I encourage you guys to support the channel, watch. Maybe you'll find something about yourself that you might, never knew.